Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Don Johnson.
And I'm Terry Briggs. Here's what's happening in your city.
Can you see?
One of the largest crowds in the history of Quick Trip Park came to welcome home the defending American Association champions and to usher in a new season of baseball for the Grand Prairie Air Hogs.
Opening night, nothing like it, and having this many fans show up tonight is awesome. This is what we tried to accomplish, and hopefully we can just keep them coming every night this year.
And for the first time in team history, the opening night festivities included a pregame celebration, complete with the hanging of the 2011 championship banner and a ring ceremony at home plate for the players, coaches, and staff that were a part of the run to the title last fall.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jason Jennings, who was the starting pitcher in the clinching game for the Air Hogs, came back to get a ring and to throw out the first pitch.
Getting my first ring after 14 years of pro ball, come to Grand Prairie and get a ring. So it was great. It's great to be back.
Jennings has retired from baseball, and only 5 players remain on the roster from the team that won it all. But most of the team's management and the coaching staff remain intact. So as this season begins, it's not hard to imagine what the goal is for 2012.
We're not here to make the playoffs and finish 500. We're here to win another championship.
It's a really good deal for Grand Prairie, us bringing a championship back here, and we're just going to try to repeat.
The Air Hogs 2012 season includes 50 home games at Quick Trip Park. For schedule information or to get tickets, you can call 972-504-9383 or go online to airhogsbaseball.com.
Grand Prairie is showing its patriotic spirit again by helping the Run for the Wall motorcycle ride. The Run for the Wall is a cross-country trip that honors the service and sacrifice of men and women in the military.
Thank you.
Nearly 500 riders stopped overnight Saturday in Grand Prairie, where they got an enthusiastic welcome and dinner at Dubisky High School. Why'd you decide to be part of the ride this year?
Oh, I've done this for several years. This honors the people who can't ride. That's why we're here.
It's an amazing feeling to be able to thank them for their service and to welcome them home. Some of them never got that. And just to show my support and let them know there are patriots out here.
Our reception here has been fabulous. As a matter of fact, everybody across America has shown their true patriotic spirit.
We're thankful for your angels that protect us, and Lord, we just pray that you would just send those angels out before us and keep us safe as we travel today.
Sunday morning, after prayers and the Pledge of Allegiance, the riders were back on the highway. The Run for the Wall, which starts in California, ends at the Vietnam Veterans Wall in Washington, D.C. on Memorial Day weekend.
Education and fun came together at the city's 13th annual Mayfest celebration at the recently renovated Kirby Creek Park and Natural Science Center.
We gotta make a dam.
Make a dam. Very good. Now, the only problem with making a dam is, will we ever get any water in Lake Grand Prairie?
Grand Prairie school kids, their parents, and many others spent a Saturday learning about nature and the city's continuing effort to go green. There were lots of games like the recycling relay designed to do just that.
Come on, number 3.
There were also dozens of exhibits, aquatic and wildlife demonstrations, a petting zoo, and plenty of entertainment provided by hundreds of kids from the Grand Prairie Independent School District. All of it aimed at making everyone aware of the importance of protecting the environment.
It's really important to the future of Grand Prairie and all the precious resources we have here in town and what we want to take care of. If we don't teach these kids now, then we're going to have to reteach them as adults later. And as all of us know, it's harder to teach an adult these days than it is kids. So I'd rather teach them as a youngster, and then I'd have their kids teach their parents. And I really think that one-on-one peer group of the kid teaching a parents is very powerful.
Officials hope that word will continue to spread on campuses around Grand Prairie and beyond.
Police are cracking down on big rig violators. Today, officers from Grand Prairie and local law enforcement agencies made surprise inspections on more than 60 rock haulers, fuel tankers, semi-trucks, and other commercial vehicles. After pulling them off the highway, authorities put the rigs on portable scales to see if they were overweight.
Okay, hit your brake. Yeah.
Then the brakes and other safety equipment got checked. For minor violations, the drivers got a ticket. But for others, this was the end of the road. They were arrested and their truck impounded, including one driver who had the same thing happen just a few days ago.
He got the equipment out of the impound and he's back to operating it again a second time without fixing the brake violations. So this truck is still operating in an out-of-service condition that he was put in last week. So now, since he's ignored our out-of-service order, we're going to complete our inspection, the driver's going to go to jail, and we're impounding the equipment again.
Bennett says nearly 50% of the vehicles they pull over have some kind of violation, something everyday drivers should remember when they're on the freeway.
I always encourage drivers to try and maintain about twice as much distance from a commercial vehicle of this size as they would a normal vehicle out on the road. Just because if there are violations, it may take this driver a lot farther distance to stop, and if they have to take an invasive action, they need a lot more room to evade.
Authorities in North Texas do a commercial vehicle enforcement like this once a month, rotating the location throughout the region to stay ahead of violators. That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you can join us next time.